Alright folks, welcome to the F3 track guide for a track that I can't pronounce, so we're going to try it in the next one. So here's the fast lap. Right then, fast lap done and dusted, and the track name is that up there. For some reason this week on both the track guides that I've done, the GR86 and this one, I can't pronounce these track names. Rudskogen, I just call it Rudskogen. I think that works. We all know what we're on about. That one anyway. Rules tab for you. Always read this because it tells you where the track limits are. So therefore you can really maximize what bits of the track you do use and can't use to really maximize your track time. So very, very useful. Info tab for you. We are using the identical iRacing fixed setup for this circuit. Track temp of 79 Fahrenheit and a high usage of 58%. So on to the lap. Now, I was able to set lap 19, you can see there, that's what I'm going to show you, a 114.536. Very next lap with a 14.6, and we were sort of mid to high 14s quite regularly. We got another 14.6 behind my head on lap 24. So that's definitely where I'm sitting. I would like to get into low 14s, but yeah, this track seems to be, it's going to murder your rear tyres, so look after them as best you can. The temps when we were coming into the pits, they were like 200 something odd Fahrenheit, 240 odd Fahrenheit or something. So you need to look after your rear tyres. There are going to be a lot of people spinning around here. This is a free circuit, so I'm expecting participation to be a little bit nicer this week. So yeah, bear that in mind with people spinning out because of hot rear tyres. Try and look after them the best you can for the duration of the entire race. Otherwise, above my head will be my OLAP, will be my Discord, where the OLAP, BLAP, telemetry, and replay file will all be hidden in there. And one thing we do is show you the split time, so you can focus on an individual sector if you find that your sector times are similar to mine, but there may be one that may be a few tenths slower than mine, so you can really focus on it. But there they are right there. Otherwise, I think that's everything. Let's crack on with the guide. Right then, forgive my voice, I'm still trying to get over this cold or flu or whatever I've had for the past few weeks. But anyway, we are approaching turn 1, and be careful with throttle everywhere around here. This thing has too much power for this circuit, but just use the curbing on the right hand side. There's a good marker. Get on it as you can. First gear, don't take too much apex as a bump. It really will bounce the car on corner exit. As soon as you get to the second curb here on the right hand side, brake again, second gear. Nice and close to the red and white curb, and then as we come to the end of it, full throttle, and be careful not to run too far wide here. If you go over the other side of this white line, you will actually get a slowdown, which is really, really annoying. Coming down now, this awesome sort of longest straight on the circuit, I suppose it is, and we're coming to turn 3 and 4. They're immensely fun and immensely awkward at the same time. So we're turning in just as the road markings give us an indication to, and then at the curb before we want to brake gradually and then continue the arc all the way around, reducing it ever so slightly. Balance the car with the throttle and brake as you go around, and make sure you get a nice like apex here. There's a bit of a crest here. The car will oversteer if you get too far wide. Bring it over to the right hand side, and as soon as you're next to this curb on the right hand side, drag the brakes, third gear through here. You can go fourth, but be careful of the understeer. Sorry. Cut this curb, and then as soon as you see the next corner and you're coming over the apex, brake again down into second gear around here. Take it nice and slowly. The car will oversteer through here just from lift off oversteer. Keep nice and close to the curb here on the inside and try and balance the car as best you can. As soon as you get to this point, you see the end of the curb, start getting on full power and be careful about running wide here. The track does come out and kind of meet you a little bit as well, so be careful about that one. The last white marker there, just as we go past it, brake, downhill braking zone, be careful of locking the tyres. Take it nice and easy through here. Second gear is fine, first gear is a bit too scary. Get a nice light apex and feeding that power nice and gradually. Again, be careful of throttle application and look after your rear tyres around here. It is really going to be key. As we go under this walkway bit, we're braking, and we'll bring the car over to the right-hand side. Use a little bit of the curb, and be careful of the oversteer you can see there as well. You can cut a little bit more than that, but be careful. There is a slowdown on the apex and on the exit here, so be careful you don't see it. And then at the end of the curbing there, just over the nose, start turning in. Bit of a lift for this one, and we're coming into the last corner of the circuit. So as soon as I see a straight line to that curb, I brake and I kind of diamond it. So I give that curb a little cheeky tickle and then let the car drift wide, let it deaccelerate, feeding the power as the car comes back to this by short shift into third, and we're away as best we can. Be careful about running wide here. There is an off track, so be cautious about that. And yeah, that is a lap done and dusted. Again, apologies for the voice. No idea why I've been this ill for this long. It is very unlike me, but that is us across the line in a 1:14.536. So yeah, looking forward to this. Be careful of people spinning out around here. For me, this car has way too much power, and you need to be so careful on the throttle out of these slow corners. The gears on this are short, so it does accelerate quite well. And I think that's going to catch people out, to be honest. I think there's going to be a lot of spinners. So yeah, and it's a free track, so I'm hoping participation will be very high this week. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to get my voice better. Otherwise, thank you very much. I'll catch you on the next one.